Hey, my friends, good morning. Greetings to all Flamengo fans. This is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're just arriving, I invite you to like and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe down below, turn on notifications by clicking the bell, and leave a cool like on the video. I'm going to leave you here now with the mixed zone. We talked with Rodrigo Caetano. He spoke about Raphinha's situation and also about the young guys who debuted in the World Cup. Actually, Ryan, right? Yeah, debuting, Hendrik getting another opportunity. You're going to see everything here now with Rodrigo Caetano. Rodrigo, how do you evaluate this possibility? Because whether you like it or not, it's a World Cup where the games are very close. And now, for example, Scotland is going to try to defend as much as possible to play against Brazil, because with 4 points, they'll qualify, right? As the third place team, so Brazil might face some difficulty, an opponent that's going to be very defensive. On the other hand, Morocco and Haiti will have to go on the attack. So how do you see this possibility? This last round, which happens at the same time, knowing there's the question of whether or not they'll go to Mexico, the logistics change. How does all of this work out?
Well, first of all, today we're still catching our breath a little, right, after the game. And we had a great first half. We earned our first 3 points. Now, we're going after what has always been our goal since the first match, which is to be first in the group. For countless advantages that we imagine having in the next stage, not just regarding the opponent, but mainly in terms of logistics, I think it's going to be a tough round for everyone, right? Yeah, in the second half, Haiti itself showed that it's a team that can compete well, right? They made adjustments to what didn't go well in the first half and made things difficult for us. That's also what we noticed from Scotland in today's game. In the second half, they also came very close to tying with Morocco. I think it's going to be a round where any detail can decide who qualifies, and especially the winner of the group. Ricardo.
What was your role this week, which was full of pressure, to help take some pressure off the players ahead of today's game?
Look, our work is invisible, and that's how it should be, right? This support, especially our role as staff, of always working to provide the best conditions for the athletes and for the technical side, is constant. And working with the Brazilian national team in a World Cup means a kind of pressure that won't ease at all, not even after a win. Not everything was wrong when we drew, and that doesn't mean everything is right just because we won. That's part of it. It's inherent to our profession. We have to manage it well. The players are experienced, and they know that. Yeah. I'm absolutely sure that the team will improve as the competition goes on, and that's why we have to stay calm, take it game by game, and keep improving. Is Raphinha a concern or not? Every player, when they're substituted because of a possible injury, obviously makes us a bit anxious and worried until they get their test done. I and all of us hope that it's nothing serious, that it's something simple, and that he can be with us again as soon as possible. Raphinha has exceptional athletic ability. He's a very talented player, one of the great players in world football. And tomorrow, God willing, when we get the test results, we can not only calm ourselves, but also reassure you and all Brazilian fans about what I said, that we're totally ready and used to big games. Of course, wearing the Brazilian national team jersey adds a lot of weight and responsibility, but they're young and already used to big games. Thank you.
Winning the World Cup for Brazil means a lot to me. I hope I can keep playing at this level, keep improving to take Brazil back to where it should have never left. Vini.
This is Monique Danielo, TNK Esportes. I wanted to ask you about Raphinha. Why was everyone here so worried? You were really close to him during the play. It seemed to us that you said something about it being the back of his leg. What happened to him there? What can you tell us?
I think it was the hamstring. Very sad for Raf. Getting injured is always very complicated, especially for Raf, who is a very important player for us and has struggled with injuries a lot this season. We hope not, that it's nothing serious and that he can stay with us until the end of the Cup.
Vini, about your positioning, how does it change with Matheus Cunha coming in instead of Igor Thiago?
It depends a lot on the game. It depends a lot on the opponent. Today I played in a different position where the coach asked me to play inside between the two center backs. Yeah, the truth is that I don't play there very often, but whenever the coach asks me and tells me I have to play there, I score goals. So I guess I need to listen to him more often. He is surely he when he gets to the locker room, he's going to say that he knows a lot about soccer. Good night, soccer by the.
Vinícius Júnior, boa noite.
Boa noite.
What does this victory mean for the team to gain momentum in this World Cup?
Today's 3-goal win is still not enough. No, it doesn't give us confidence to keep improving within the competition and peace of mind for the next match. Yeah, the first game was a totally different match because of the pressure of the debut. Today, everyone was more relaxed, and the better field also helped us play our football. We hope we can keep going like this, keep improving and get better in the competition, which is the most important thing. Nothing. How did you leave the car? Thank you. It's with our eyes. Mainly just leave it, no problem. It was a very important game for us. Thank you. Like I said, thank you. Our game, play with more. Gave us calmness and superiority on the field where we could. Thank you, plays. And make thank you where we have to improve. Keep getting better to achieve great things. Thank you. Don't forget, for now, when you're with all three as a group,
Hola Vini, felicidades por el gol. ¿Qué va a representar para ustedes como grupo cuando puedan recuperar a Neymar?
no, it's a player. Very important for us. We hope he can play the next game. Yeah, we're happy with his progress. Having him in the group is very important for us. He's my idol. He's always given me a lot of support. We hope he can come back in the next game and help us throughout the cup.
Vini, how are you?
Yeah.
You talked about your positioning, but I wanted you to talk about the team in general, where Matheus played as a false nine there, sometimes coming in, sometimes going out, opening up space even for you, for Raphinha to come in, 3 players in the midfield. Are you comfortable with this formation? Do you think it can still evolve during the Cup? How do you see it and your role in it?
I believe the coach will choose the right players and formation for the games, depending on the opponent, like today against Haiti. It was a good formation where they played with 3 defenders, and the spaces opened up when Cunha pulled the defender out a bit and came to play more as a midfielder. We managed to attack the space very well, which is our best way to play, because it's not about the formation, it's our best style of play since we have the players for it. Very fast, where we can attack the defensive line and really hurt our opponents. Come here, can you
watch other World Cup games? How many matches have you seen in the World Cup? And what's your technical analysis of the competition?
We can watch a lot of games. We've been at the hotel for a long time without doing anything, so we've been analyzing the opponents too. Everyone is playing a lot on the counter-attack. That's what the World Cup is about. I don't think there's a favorite because of that. There's smaller teams, at least in theory, taking points away from the giants. And that's the World Cup. You can't slip up because there are tough opponents, and you have to play a very solid game.
Hi, how are you? All good? Good evening. In another game, you had a lot of pressure to be the main player, and you took that weight off in the press conference you gave before the game against Marsal, and we feel like you're managing to deliver everything people always said you could. Are you feeling that too? Is it easier to play in this cup since you said you're in your best physical shape at your technical peak and you haven't had any injuries this season?
Yeah, like I said in the press conference, I'm at my best moment physically, technically, and mentally, and that's important. Yeah, I always dreamed of being at 100% for the best competition in the world, and to be like this, to be able to score goals, to give assists, to play great matches. Yeah, it's very important because it gives me confidence for the next game. Yeah, I hope to keep going like this. I'm just going through a big evolution to play great matches, games even better than this one, better than the one against Morocco. Also, I'm here to keep improving and take Brazil to the top.
How's life been? Thank you.
Philadelphia is always in Portuguese. Philadelphia is a place where I feel really good. I played here with Madrid in the last Club World Cup. I was able to score a goal and give an assist too, and today it's still the same as the last time I came here. I hope to come more often and score more goals.
Well, how is it for you to be able to celebrate goals? Because you had your goal,
your goal against Argentina in that 4-1, which was remembered negatively. How does it feel to finally let out that shout, to relieve, to let it all out?
It's very, very rewarding, you know? We work so hard in pursuit of so many things, and without a doubt, goals are one of the main focuses. So in the World Cup, being able to score goals and help my team, I think that's everything I've always dreamed of.
Matheus Giovanni from the Leo Diaz portal, 2 goals, great performance. I wanted to know, that boy from Paraíba playing in the World Cup, scoring 2 goals, how is school going?
So grateful, man. Yeah, man. Thank you for the question. Yeah, remembering that boy, I think it's hard, right? After everything you go through, the tough moments, yeah, I think it's those moments that stand out the most to celebrate today, you know? Yeah, not being at the other World Cup, imagining how amazing it could have been, and being here now, trying to do everything possible so that it's what we've always dreamed of. Well, there's nothing more rewarding than being able to make your dream come true and realizing just how big what you dreamed of really is.
Matheus, to your left, Antonio Ruiz, Cadena Cope from Spain. We had to win today, and we did, but I don't know if there's still room for improvement for this Brazil team to improve their game, like Ancelotti was saying a little while ago.
We always have room, right? I think that being Brazil, we're always going to have very high expectations, but we have to know our strengths, our flaws, and do our best so that we can always keep progressing. So we know that we have things to improve as always. We have to be happy with what we did, but without a doubt, stay calm and patient because things can always move forward in Matheus's way. We see...
You can tell it's a group of friends, but what is it like for this group of friends to compete for a digital spot? What's unique about it in a World Cup? How did you receive the news that you were going to play as a starter? How is this healthy rivalry shaping up for the next matches?
Please. Yeah, man, I can tell you that we're really a group of friends, you know. It's tough to be friends in such a competitive environment, but I think we see it in a very positive way, you know. So when the news comes, no doubt, sometimes it's better for one and worse for another, but right after it happens, I think we come together and genuinely, I think we root for each other, you know. We root for good things to happen to each other too. And of course, we hope that our own things go just as well. So I think in the other game, Igor played and I rooted for him so much, and now Hendrik comes in today and we root for him too. It's funny, right, that I never really consider myself a forward, but wearing the number 9, playing in that position, sometimes we end up having to compete for spots, but I think it's more like a group of friends, you know? I think we look after Hendrik since he's younger, and I'm always close to Igor in England, but there are many others too, you know? There's Ryan, who I think the group really likes. There are so many people, man, so many people. I think from the oldest to the youngest, like you said, it's a group of friends, and I hope that our unity can be shown on the field.
Cunha, we see that the team is taking a little while to settle on the field. Do you think nerves are affecting that? And how can it be improved? I
think that nervousness will always be close to us. We're playing a World Cup wearing the Brazil jersey, so there's not really anywhere to run from it. I think that's part of it, yeah, but like our teammates said, I think with a group of friends, it's easier to absorb and deal with it in a positive way. So I can give you a million reasons why the chemistry isn't the clearest in the world. Because our pre-World Cup period wasn't the best, because we don't have that much time playing together. Yeah, but without a doubt, I think it's cool the way it is because we also break paradigms and grow together. And I think that creates a lot of pride within the group. Yeah.
Samir Melo from Sport News. Can you tell me how important this controlled victory was to help the Brazilian national team regain some confidence? And how much could the team have pushed a little more in the last 10 or 15 minutes, right? To push a bit harder, score more goals, because goal difference, we know it's probably going to be important in the last round.
Well, I think there will always be criticism from the outside. I don't think it's necessarily negative, but it's because we are Brazil. And you always expect things to be wonderful because our people take so much pride in football and know that it's a way to enjoy life like others, which we don't have in our country. I think it's good. I think, well, it's all part of it, you know. And suffering in a soccer game, I think it's very important because we know there will be games at a higher level. I think Haiti also has its qualities to play in a World Cup. There's no way you can't see teams with so much quality. And in their games, it's really funny, isn't it? Haiti almost tied with Scotland, and today it was a tough game for Morocco, and we play a game, in quotes, that's easier. But against Morocco, it's harder, and that's what our next game will be like. So I don't think it's very, very mathematical, no. I think each game brings its own difficulty, and I think it's really important for us to know how to suffer together and enjoy it, even if it's the score, which for me is a great score, but the world wanted it to be bigger.
Matheus, here to your right, Alexandre Salvador from Exam Magazine. I wanted to ask you, you scored 2 goals. In my opinion, you should have even been chosen as the best player of the match, but you gave your spot to the rookie, Hendrik, who got the fans really excited, right? You were thrilled to see him debut for the national team. How do you see this player being able to contribute to the national team? Since Antelope said he has a lot to add to the team because of his talent. Thank you.
I don't just see it, but I hope he becomes one of the great Brazilian players. Well, he already is, right? But I hope he dominates these lists for a long time because he's a kid who has already made the Brazilian people very proud playing for Palmeiras. And at other times with the Brazilian national team, it's very clear his quality. I think because he's younger, we're always joking around. He's a very humble kid, always asking for advice whenever he can. And I'm extremely proud to be in a group with people like that who reach such high levels in life but still remain very humble. And well, what I think about him is that he's a great player. I hope he helps us a lot because he, not just him, but his family can be sure that whatever he needs from me, I'll help him with the greatest pride possible. William, yeah, right here in front of you.
And I wanted to know if you got to the locker room, if you've already managed to check your phones, what came in, who was the great player that you help a lot him, did he get any messages? Thank you.
No, whatever he needs, I'll come straight away to help him know. I haven't seen anything. I came here to talk to you. To be very honest, I'm pretty out of the loop on some things. We know how big it is to wear Brazil's jersey in the World Cup, and we feel the weight this puts on us as human beings. We know that it can influence us in many ways. Not having family helps with the biggest challenge, but I'm grateful I can bring them here and see their eyes full of tears. And a great player, really the greatest possible pride. And, well, his is not, and, well, being able to be close to them and see the pride. I think my mom blessed me about 10 times from a distance. And I think that, you know, my mindset is really to enjoy it with them more than anything else. Because I think that deep down, they're the ones who see it up close. All the struggle, all the battles, and the pride they have in seeing all of this happen. Okay, guys, thank you. Huh? What?
Louisiana.
That's it?